Missing Link was canceled, but one part of its KH4 connection was already public. Nomura said the same unnamed character appeared in both projects' 2022 reveal material. That confirms the plan existed in 2022. It does not confirm that anything moved after cancellation. So the question is smaller and honestly more interesting. What, if anything, could KH4 still use? My read is that KH4 is more likely to use one part of the canceled game's plan than retell the whole mobile campaign in Sora's opening. The custom player's adventure belonged to Missing Link, and KH4 cannot simply replace that experience. Sigurd is one plausible narrator candidate, Brain is another. Neither has been named. The planned 2022 connection was real. What, if anything, survived the cancellation is still unknown. Nomura described Missing Link as a bridge-like story filling the blank era after Union Cross. He placed it about 4 generations after EF By then, Scala had grown beyond the city he founded, and his descendants had divided into 2 societies, successors tied to his bloodline and non-successors from another branch. That is such a Kingdom Hearts problem. EF helped save the future, and a few generations later, people have turned his legacy into institutions, status, and probably an argument nobody can leave alone. The player was supposed to enter that tension as a custom avatar. Brain was present, but he was not the protagonist. We lost that player's missions, friendships, and place inside Scala. Learning one answer later in KH4 would not give that experience back. My read is simply that the historical side would be easier to reuse. KH4 could use one revelation from that era without recreating the whole campaign. Kingdom Hearts has carried side story consequences forward before. Kingdom Hearts 2 inherits Sora's missing year and Naminé's choices instead of replaying Kasul Oblivion. Kingdom Hearts 3 lets Aqua, Ventus, Terra, and Xehanort arrive with Birth by Sleep behind them. That precedent only tells us a consequence can reappear. It does not tell us which Missing Link clue KH4 was built to share, and that takes us back to the unnamed narrator. This is why I keep coming back to the narrator. Nomura did not only say the voice actor was shared, he said it was the same character, someone already introduced to the series and receiving a voice for the first time. In a separate interview, he described Missing Link as connected to KH4 in many ways. I keep coming back to Sigurd returning Brain's hat. He knows Brain's name, says the welcome was already arranged, and takes him to headquarters. That makes Sigurd plausible to me, but not confirmed, as someone connected to Scala's instructions. Brain is plausible for a different reason. He comes from an older era and could recognize what later generations changed. Neither identity is confirmed. I do not want to quietly promote a good theory into a cast announcement. But the narrator clue establishes design intent, not survival. The current KH4 material gives us only one possible place to look: Mickey's investigation. The official D23 material shows Mickey investigating while he searches for clues about Sora's disappearance. That gives KH4 one possible route into older history, but the footage does not identify the place or connect his search to Missing Link. The Lost Mastas are tied to ancient history, so Scala's era may become relevant. That is a thematic possibility, not a confirmed Missing Link connection. If Mickey eventually finds information from Scala, the narrator might help us understand it. For now, that is only a scenario to watch, not something the footage has established. This is where the theory reaches its limit. The cancellation notice said the series would continue and KH4 remained in development. It did not confirm that Missing Link's scenario moved, became a movie, a prologue, or another adaptation. From here, we can discuss possibilities, but we cannot call any of them recovered story. There is also an alleged leaked opening, but Square Enix has not authenticated it. It cannot tell us what KH4 will contain, so I would leave it outside the case. So the honest version is smaller. KH4 may use a character or historical detail, but nothing confirms that it received the canceled campaign. So if KH4 eventually uses this connection, the cleanest test is simple. Does the shared narrator appear, and what does he know? Nomura's 2022 wording makes that character the clearest possibility to watch, not a confirmed carryover. Sigurd and Brain remain theories until KH4 names the speaker or gives us a new clue. So, do I think Missing Link's story is surviving in Kingdom Hearts 4? I cannot honestly say that yet. What I can say is that Nomura designed one unnamed character to appear in both projects' 2022 reveal material. If KH4 eventually uses that old connection, he's the first person I would watch. I still wish we could have seen that answer through the custom avatar who was meant to live it. And that leaves one question I really want KH4 to answer. Is the shared narrator someone who lived through Scala's lost history, or someone who received that record later? If this careful Kingdom Hearts reading was useful, a like or subscription helps me keep making these longer investigations as new Missing Link and KH4 material appears. Thank you for being here. For the comments, does the 2022 shared narrator clue fit Sigurd, Brain, or a third character? And which detail makes you lean that way?